Right, welcome to my channel. I thought I'd do my first gear review. I've been out a couple of times this year, done the Snowdonia Way and just got back from the Afrique Kintail Way, which was an unbelievable place to go. So I thought I'd just run through my kit. Might be useful for some people, might not be. And then we've all got our own preferences, but I thought I'd show you what I take. I have weighed it. Just double check again on the scales here. So this is exactly 8 kilos. There's food in here, but no water. Right, so in terms of the pack itself, so this is the Atom Packs Mo 50 litre. I love this pack. Probably the best bit of kit I've bought for a long time. I went for the 50 rather than the 40 because when I'm packed up with food, having this little bit of extra space at the top really makes a difference. And actually, in terms of the size between the 40 and 50, there's not a lot of difference. I think it's about 7 or 8 centimetres higher, the 50. So yeah, this is it. This is the Mo 50. As I say, absolutely love it. It's got some great little features on here. This bottom pocket I love. Put rubbish in here, just keep rubbish bags. And it's got a really cheeky little entry here where you can just shove your wrappers in on the go. Brilliant. I keep my map at the bottom here as well. Not that I really use a paper map these days, but good to have it. The pocket at the front, huge in space, and then 2 pockets here where I keep my phone, maybe the tripod, perhaps a small bottle of water, and then these side pockets are enormous. I don't bother with hip belt pockets, just don't really like them, to be honest. Sometimes I carry one of the chest pouches. Although I have to say, since I bought this, I don't really need it so much anymore. It just tends to be money, that sort of stuff, maybe some snacks that I keep in the chest pouch. But for the purpose of today, I'm just going to take you through the pack. Right, let's get in there. So I have got this. This is my Montane kind of mid-layer. So I often have this on. Otherwise I'll just attach it to the top of the pack. So I've added that to the weight, just so it's accurate. So at the top here, get the button done. So my closed cell foam mat, weightless. I use this for just about everything. This is my sit pad. Little yoga stretch pads when I get to camp. I put it underneath my sleep mat just to stop it slipping in the tent. And sometimes, if, like me, you're of a certain age, you might need a bit of a nap in the afternoon. I can just lay this down on the side of a hill or something and have a little nap. It's seen better days. I probably need to replace it, to be honest, but I love it. Weighs nothing. Right, let's get into the front of the pack. So, waterproof first of all. So these are, I think these are from Decathlon. Yeah, Quechua, whatever it's called. Just pretty standard waterproof trousers. Sometimes I don't bother taking these, depends if I'm wearing shorts, but for Snowdonia and then also for the Afrique Kintail Way, I needed these because it rained a lot. And then my jacket, so this is the super lightweight waterproof coat. I think it's made for runners, but it weighs absolutely nothing. It's really thin. To be honest, you sweat a lot in it, but for showers, keeps the rain off. There are no pockets in here, which it's sometimes I can find a little bit frustrating, but there are pockets in the waterproof trousers, so not a big deal really. But expensive for what it is, this one, but it packs down, super small. So I guess, yeah, whatever you're into. I do also carry a pack cover. This is just another one from Decathlon actually. I think the Atom Packs is waterproof, but I don't know about the stitching. So in torrential rain, I'd kind of rather have this, given my sleeping bags in there and stuff. So very small, neat and tidy, no problem. Right, you know what this is. So I've got the Juice trowel. I think it's this, yeah, Juice 2. A bit of toilet roll and some hand gel. It's all right, but it's quite sharp when you dig in your hole. So it's not, especially when the ground's a bit firmer in the summer. I find it sort of scratches my hand a bit when I'm trying to dig the hole. But again, super lightweight. Right, leave my bag here. So I've then got a good old smidge and a mozzie net. So in Scotland this year, they weren't too bad, to be fair. It was the horseflies that were the problem, but I've used these a lot. And then for my water filtering, I recently bought this Seanock, what do you call it really, a bladder or a bag, anyway 3 litres. And then I combine that with my Sawyer Mini, and it's, I have to say, it's great because I can fill this up from the stream, and then I can filter 2 1 litre bottles in one go, which, I don't know, for those of you that have got the Sawyer Mini, the little bag it comes with just doesn't hold enough water, so you're forever kind of going backwards and forwards. So anyway, like it, nice bit of kit. And I also carry some what do you call these, kind of little tablets, water purification tablets. Sometimes, I don't know, you know, with the sort of peat water where even when you filtered it, it still looks a bit brown. I feel like this is a bit of a safety net as well, so I use both. Probably don't need them, but I just feel better for having them. Cork ball, rolling the feet at the end of the day. I suffer a bit with my kind of arches are dropping a little bit, and generally just suffer from kind of heel pain, and I find sort of rolling my feet at the end of the day or when I stop for a break just gives me a little bit of respite. Actually, I quite like it. Right, then last thing in the front. So if I'm telling you that this isn't a drinking water bottle, you probably know what it is, but I love this kind of a wide lip bottle. Saves me getting out of the tent in the middle of the night, just roll over, do my business, and then rinse it out the following day. Great time saver. And then I carry 2 of these 1 litre bottles. I've only got 1 in the bag at the moment, but I get these from Holland & Barrett, about the only place I can find them these days, but really good. And I drink a lot of water, so it's good having 2 of these. So that's it for the outside. But yeah, I've also got a compass just hanging on the outside here, and 1 carabiner which I hang my towel off just to dry. I've ever used a compass, but it's there if I need it. I know how to use it. Right, let's have a look inside the bag. Nice little roll top. So, food bag first off. I normally carry 2 or 3 days worth of food. So this is kind of snacks, coffee sachets, I like a proper coffee, so I tend to buy these on eBay. They're kind of Starbucks instant roast, whatever, Americano. These are great, I love them. Yeah, a few bars, snack bars, and then my kind of staple instant mash. Ida Owen, great. So this one's cheddar, but they do bacon, plain, whatever. And I picked up a few of these on eBay, I think. So these are the American Mountain House. This one's chili mac with beef. And then I've got a Wayfarer. I don't like these, they're too heavy, but to be fair, first day with a bit of mash. Happy days. Trusty long spoon. Right, cook set. So I've got this is the Tokes 750ml. I like the larger size because you can get everything in it. So I've got my Sea to Summit collapsible mug. This is the Pocket Rocket MSR, a lighter, and then I've just got. I could do with a new one here. Just got the gas, then just wrapped up in a bit of old cloth so it doesn't rust the bottom of my pot. And then I also, these are just like I think these are kids bowls you get from IKEA, but yeah, IKEA. So I also carry one of these because just if I'm heating porridge or I don't want to eat out of my pot or out of the food bag, this weighs nothing. I use this a lot, I have to say. And then it all kind of fits in together. There you go, all in one bag. Simples. Right, tent. So this is the Durston X-Mid one-person tent. Absolutely love this. It can pack down a bit smoother as well if I really force it. It goes up in seconds, just 4 pegs, one in each corner. I've added on some additional guy ropes. I've got a bit of polycro here, which is my kind of ground sheet, I guess, but sometimes I just lay this down in the kind of porch area to put my pack on. Probably shouldn't do this, but I keep my pegs in here as well. Just have to be a bit careful when I'm pushing them down the side. Literally carry the number of pegs I need. So I think I've got 8 in here. I've added some additional guy ropes to the Durston, but brilliant. I mean, it's a bit kind of, when you're in it, there's not a lot of room to move around, but what else do you need? It's got a massive vestibule area, you know, for cooking, storing my kit, putting my boots and stuff. So I probably will keep this for a number of years, I would have thought. So that's the Durston. Great, not surprised, this is the kind of most sought after tent in the world at the moment. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Right, so this is my electronics bag. Keep this nice and waterproof. So I've just got a just an Anker power bank. I'm not sure what milliamp it is. It's one of the bigger ones, just with the cable inside. Quite heavy, but you need it, don't you? Headphones. I've got a I think this is supposed to be kind of advertised as a fast charge. I don't think it is really, but it's got a USB and a USB-C, so I can charge my phone and my power bank at the same time. Shame these don't fold down really, but anyway, is what it is. And then I've got a head torch. This is a silver head torch. I think I got this free when I subscribed to Trail Magazine, I think. Never used it. I'm sure it's a brilliant bit of kit, but to be honest, I don't really get out of my tent in the night, so I have no reason to use it, but nice to know it's there if I do need it. So that's the silver. I don't know how much that weighs, but not a lot. yeah, that's it for electronics. I don't use a GoPro. I used to do it, but I just kept getting this rattling sound with it, and it kept coming through on the audio. So in the end, I just gave up, and I've got an iPhone 14 Pro, which, to be honest, I think it's as good. Maybe the audio's not quite as good for, you know, recording voice and stuff, but for what I need it for, it's great. I love it. Right, and then this is my wash kit slash first aid kit. So just a mini deodorant, shower cream, moisturiser, toothbrush. I have cut this down, but only so it fits in the bag. Not quite that anal when it comes to saving weight. And then I've got a little tiny knife here with a pair of scissors on it. I need to replace my toothpaste, so that's why that's not there. And then first aid kit, so everything's in here. So usual stuff, I've got a tick removal tool, I've got a spare shoelace, tape, blister plasters. I've got a little mirror in here as well, which when I was in Scotland a couple of weeks ago, perfect for having a check for ticks. Definitely worthwhile having a mirror. There's a few safety pins and bandages and stuff in there, all sorts, tablets. And I've got pills in there. Yeah, here we go. So paracetamol, diarrhea tablets, toothpick, stuff like that. And then there's also some kind of rehydration tablets as well, which I take one at the end of the day, and it seems to stop me getting cramps and stuff like that. So yeah, all goes in one bag. All pretty tiny really. I don't really need much more than this. Right, so next, clothes. This is my clothes for normally about 4 or 5 days. Don't take much, as you can see. Just packs down in one of these little Cedar Summit bags. It's one of the pump sacks. It's quite good because it gets all the last of the air out the bottom, so I can pack it down really small. So I literally take one pair of spare socks, Bridgedales. These are really nice, comfy. A pair of pants, Saks. These are great. They kind of carry your goods here. Meaning you don't sweat as much. I really like these. A lightweight towel, which tends to get wet and stay wet for some reason, and I put it on the back of my pack in Scotland, and it came off, so I probably need to repair it at some point, but anyway, it is what it is, just a towel. Then I got a pair of, these are OEX leggings, which sometimes I'll wear during the day under shorts. Often I'll wear these at night, and I'll sleep in those, particularly if it's a bit chilly. Pretty versatile, quite like these, to be fair. And actually in Scotland, before I found my towel, I had to use this as a towel, but did the job. Spare t-shirt, so this is just a mountain equipment t-shirt. This is what it is, it's all right. And then a pair of shorts here. Again, I think these are from Decathlon. I'll sleep in these, might walk in these, pretty versatile. That's it by way of clothes. Tend not to take anything else. When I finish, I'll often just nip into town and go and buy a cheap t-shirt from somewhere for a couple of quid just to wear on the train home, so I don't stink the carriage out. But I'd rather do that than carry weight I don't need. I've got enough weight myself to carry. So that's it for clothes. Right, sleep system. So I haven't packed this down very well. So this is my sleep mat. I think the pillow might be in here as well. Yeah. So this is the Big Agnes Rapide SL insulated mat. It's the wide version. I think it's got an R rating of about 4, something like that. This is awesome. I love it. It's probably the comfiest mat I think I've ever slept on. I'm a side sleeper, and this is uber comfy. So this on top of my closed cell foam pad, I'm probably getting an R rating of total probably about 4.5, maybe a bit more than that, so keeps me nice and warm. It's quite deep when inflated as well. I'll blow it up in a second so you can see, but great, really good. Probably won't change this for a long time. I quite like having a big wide mat because I do tend to move around a lot at night. And then it comes with a kind of a stuff sack slash inflation sack. This is not very good. Takes probably 15 or so full of air just to inflate this, so it does take a bit of time. I'm sure there's better solutions out there, but it is what it is. And then pillow. I've tried a lot of pillows, and this one I think for me is by far the best. It's just the new Trekology pillow. It's great. It's quite wide, and then importantly it's kind of got this elastic bit so it goes over the top of the mat, so it doesn't move around, fall off the end of the mat at night when you're sleeping. It's great. I really like this. Got no complaints at all. I think this was about 20 quid. Absolute bargain. Right. And then we've got, so I use a quilt. So this is the Enlightened Equipment Enigma, I think, down quilt. Expensive, but I love it. I think it's good down to, here we are, it says it here, what is it? Down to 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which is perfect. So I don't go winter camping in the main, so I might get the odd cold snap, but then I'll put my leggings on, put my hoodie on. But this is great. Really, really love it. I'm one of these people that I like to sleep with my feet hanging out the end, and just having a quilt and not kind of tying it at the bottom gives me that freedom to move around. You can connect and tie it together, so and kind of enclose it like a sleeping bag, enclose the foot box, but I prefer just literally lying on top of my sleep mat with this over the top of me, and it's perfect. I don't need anything more than that. And I think, oh yeah, and then I've just got just a down jacket which I take with me. I don't think I've ever worn it while I've been out camping, but it's there if I need it. This again is just another Decathlon. They do some great stuff at Decathlon, I have to say. Cheap as chips as well. And this pack's now really small, so I take it. Might need it, but generally don't. And then everything just sits in this pack liner. Keeps it all nice and dry. I think that's it. Right, happy days. Right, so sleep system laid out. Here we are, inflated, so you can see it's proper deep, this. Love it, so comfy. Pillow hooked around the edge. Appreciate everybody's different. Side sleeper. For me personally, these kind of vertical bevels make it a much more comfy sleep, and it's kind of raised up a bit at the sides so I don't roll off. So once I'm in it, it kind of, you know, almost lifts a little bit. And then with a quilt over the top, perfect. It's done me for the past year or so. The last 3 trails I've done, I've used this setup. Can't fault it. Love it. Definitely recommend the Big Agnes Rapide. Yeah, I have seen Rab have introduced their own sleep mat, so it might be quite similar to this. I'm not sure how it compares, but for me personally, this setup, I love it, absolutely love it. And then with my mat underneath, a closed cell foam mat, perfect, keeps me warm, no complaints whatsoever. Right, so that's it for this kit video. Any questions, just pop them in the chat. I have weighed everything out and stuck it all on lighter pack. I'm not too bothered about shaving ounces off, but this is a pretty lightweight combo, and it works for me. Appreciate it doesn't work for everybody. I don't think there's anything I've found I've been lacking when I've been out and about. I'm warm enough, I've got plenty of room for drinks, plenty of room for food. I don't think there's anything that I kind of think I wish I'd had that. A couple of bits I haven't used, I've never used the head torch, and my puffy, that jacket, I haven't used that when I've been out and about, but I wouldn't want to be in a situation where it's dark, I've just been moved on by a farmer, and I find myself needing those bits of kit and not having them. So for me, yeah, works well. I hope you found this an interesting video. Get in touch, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.